What if I told you that the same seeds you've been throwing in the trash could actually save your life? Here's a shocking fact that will make you rethink your next grocery trip. According to the American Cancer Society, 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women over 60 will develop cancer in their lifetime. But here's what they don't tell you at those doctor visits. Last month, my 67-year-old neighbor Dorothy walked into her oncologist's office expecting the worst news possible. Her recent blood work had shown some alarming markers, and her family history wasn't promising. But instead of walking out with a prescription for expensive treatments, she left with something that surprised everyone, including her doctor. A simple handwritten list of 6 ordinary seeds. Seeds that most of us already have sitting in our kitchen pantries right now. Dorothy, her doctor said, these aren't miracle cures, but the latest research shows they're some of nature's most powerful weapons against cancer cells. What Dorothy discovered over the next 3 months changed everything. Her follow-up tests showed remarkable improvements, and she's never felt stronger. These aren't exotic superfoods or expensive supplements. They're humble, affordable seeds that have been quietly protecting human health for thousands of years. If you're ready to discover these 6 life-changing seeds, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more natural health secrets. And tell me in the comments, have you ever thrown away pumpkin seeds after carving your Halloween jack-o'-lantern? You might change your mind after today's video. Let's start with the first seed that's probably sitting in your pantry right now. 1. The protein powerhouse. Almonds. The first seed on her doctor's list is probably sitting in your kitchen cabinet right now. Meet Helen from Fresno, California. At 73, this retired librarian has eaten exactly 20 almonds every morning for 8 years. Her friends teased her about this quirky habit until her recent annual checkup revealed something that left even her doctor amazed. Helen's cancer markers, which had been slowly climbing over the past few years, had not only stabilized but actually decreased. Here's why almonds pack such incredible power. They're one of nature's most concentrated sources of vitamin E, delivering about 7.3 milligrams in just 1 ounce. Several studies have linked higher vitamin E intake with lower rates of heart disease, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. And here's why that matters so much for those of us over 60. As we age, our cells face what scientists call oxidative stress every single day. Think of it like rust forming on metal, except it's happening inside your body. Antioxidants help protect against oxidative stress, which can damage molecules in your cells and contribute to inflammation, aging, and diseases like cancer. That vitamin E in almonds, it acts like a shield, protecting your cells from this daily damage. But here's what really caught the attention of researchers. A 2015 study looked at nut consumption and cancer risk. The authors identified a 2 to 3 times lower risk of breast cancer among individuals who consumed higher quantities of peanuts, walnuts, and almonds, compared with those who did not. That's not a small difference. That's potentially life-changing protection. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've heard almonds are high in calories. Won't they make me gain weight? Here's the fascinating truth that even surprised nutrition researchers. Interim results indicate 12 weeks of almond consumption increased plasma A tocopherol levels, as well as decreased LDL-C and total cholesterol levels. Translation? Almonds actually help improve your cholesterol profile while boosting your vitamin E levels. Here's Helen's secret that her doctor now recommends to all his patients over 60. Every evening, she soaks exactly 20 almonds in a small bowl of water. The next morning, she removes the skins and eats them with her breakfast. This simple soaking process makes the almonds easier to digest and helps your body absorb more of those protective nutrients. Why remove the skins? While almond skins do contain antioxidants, they also contain compounds that can make it harder for your body to absorb some minerals. For seniors who want maximum nutritional benefit with minimal digestive stress, skinned almonds are often the better choice. 20 almonds provide the perfect amount, enough to boost your vitamin E levels significantly without adding too many calories to your daily intake. But almonds are just the beginning. Coming up next, we'll discover a seed that most Americans throw away every October. 2. The hidden garden gem. Pumpkin seeds. Last October, Tom from Michigan was about to throw away his jack-o'-lantern when his wife stopped him dead in his tracks. "Don't you dare waste those seeds," she said firmly. Tom thought she was being sentimental about Halloween decorations. He had no idea his wife was about to save him from discarding one of nature's most powerful cancer-fighting treasures. You see, every fall millions of Americans carve pumpkins and toss the seeds straight into the trash. But here's what most people don't know. Those waste seeds pack more zinc per ounce than almost any other food on Earth. And zinc isn't just any mineral, it's your immune system's secret weapon. As we age, our immune systems naturally weaken, leaving us more vulnerable to infections and diseases. Think of zinc as your body's security team. It helps repair damaged cells and protects healthy ones from becoming cancerous. 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds provides about 40% of your daily zinc needs. That's more than you'd get from most zinc supplements, and your body absorbs it much better from real food. But here's where pumpkin seeds get really interesting. Laboratory studies show that pumpkin seeds can stop the growth of breast and prostate cancer cells. They may also kill cancer cells by triggering them to apoptosis, or cancer cell death. A 2012 observational study found that eating pumpkin seeds was associated with a reduced risk of breast cancer in postmenopausal women. What makes these seeds so powerful? It's not just the zinc. Pumpkin seeds are rich in compounds called phytosterols. These plant-based substances work by disrupting abnormal cell replication and supporting healthy cellular turnover. Studies suggest they may help slow the growth of cancer cells in both breast and colon tissues. Tom's wife had learned this roasting trick from her grandmother. After scooping out the pumpkin, she soaks the seeds in salt water for 30 minutes. This removes the pulp and starts breaking down compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption. Then she pats them dry and roasts them at 300 degrees for 15-20 minutes. No oil needed. The seeds have their own healthy fats. Why the lower temperature? High heat destroys many of the antioxidants you want to preserve. At 300 degrees, you get that satisfying crunch while keeping all the cancer-fighting compounds intact. Here's Tom's new autumn tradition. Every October, he and his wife carve their pumpkins and roast the seeds together. They store them in airtight containers and eat a small handful, about 1 ounce, 3 times a week throughout winter. But pumpkin seeds are available year-round at any grocery store. You don't need to wait for Halloween to get these benefits. Coming up next, we'll explore a seed hiding in plain sight on your bagels. 3. The ancient grain secret, sesame seeds. Walking through Little Italy in New York, Maria always stopped at the same bakery every Saturday morning. At 69, this retired teacher had been buying sesame seed bagels from Gino's family bakery for over 20 years. She loved the nutty flavor, but had no idea those tiny seeds scattered on top were actually delivering some of nature's most powerful cancer-fighting compounds. That changed last month when her oncologist asked about her diet during a routine follow-up. When Maria mentioned her weekly sesame bagels, her doctor's eyes lit up with genuine excitement. "Maria," he said, "those little seeds might be one reason your tests keep looking so good." Here's what makes sesame seeds remarkable. They contain 2 unique compounds that researchers call special agents in the fight against cancer: sesamin and sesamol. These lignans have been shown to possess potent anti-cancer properties, including anti-proliferative, pro-apoptotic, and anti-metastatic activities. Laboratory studies reveal that sesamin can suppress the growth of colon cancer cells, while sesamol has demonstrated a 50% inhibition of cyclooxygenase 2 activity at therapeutic doses. This matters because excessive KOX2 production is a key factor in colorectal cancer development. But sesame seeds offer benefits far beyond cancer protection. They're one of the richest food sources of calcium available, providing about 975 milligrams per 100 grams. That's more calcium than you'd get from the same amount of milk. For seniors concerned about bone health and osteoporosis, this natural calcium is easier for the body to absorb than synthetic supplements. The magnesium content is equally impressive at 351 milligrams per serving. This helps regulate blood pressure, supports smooth circulation, and strengthens both muscle and nerve function, areas where aging bodies often need extra support. Here's what Maria learned from her doctor about maximizing these benefits. Instead of just getting sesame seeds on her bagel once a week, she started buying tahini, pure sesame seed butter. 1 tablespoon daily gives her a concentrated dose of those protective lignans without excess calories from bread. She also discovered toasted sesame oil, which she now drizzles on salads and vegetables. The toasting process actually increases the concentration of beneficial compounds while adding rich, nutty flavor to her meals. The key is consistency rather than quantity. Maria's daily tablespoon of tahini or few drops of sesame oil provides steady levels of sesamin and sesamol in her system. These compounds work best when present regularly, not in large occasional doses. Some people worry about sesame allergies, but for most adults, moderate daily consumption poses no risk. The benefits, cancer protection, bone strength, heart health, far outweigh concerns for the vast majority of seniors. Coming up next, we'll travel to Hawaii to discover a nut once reserved for royalty. 4. The tropical treasure, macadamia nuts. Every January, Robert from Portland treats himself to something special. The 74-year-old retired engineer orders a small bag of macadamia nuts from Hawaii, the same Big Island farm he visited with his wife on their 40th anniversary. What started as a vacation indulgence has become Robert's daily health ritual, though he had no idea why his cardiologist was so pleased with his recent test results. Here's what makes macadamia nuts unique among all foods on Earth. They contain the highest percentage of monounsaturated fats of any known food source, a remarkable 80% of their fat content. These aren't just any fats. They're the same heart-protective fats that make olive oil famous, but in much higher concentrations. A study involving 30 people found that those following a macadamia nut-based diet experienced significant reductions in total cholesterol and LDL bad cholesterol levels compared to a typical American diet. What's more, eating 1.5 to 3 ounces of macadamia nuts daily may significantly reduce markers of inflammation, such as leukotriene B4. But the benefits go beyond heart health. Macadamia nuts are rich in tocotrienols, a form of vitamin E with antioxidant properties that may help protect against cancer and brain diseases. They also contain high levels of manganese, a mineral that supports DNA repair and helps neutralize free radicals that can damage cells. Robert's secret is portion control. Despite their incredible health benefits, macadamia nuts are calorie-dense, about 200 calories per ounce. That's why Robert limits himself to exactly 10 nuts each morning with his coffee. This provides substantial health benefits without the calorie overload that leads to weight gain. Here's his simple system. Every Sunday, Robert counts out 70 macadamia nuts into a glass jar. That's his week's supply, 10 nuts per day. When the jar is empty, He knows he's had the perfect amount for both nutrition and portion control. Why this matters for seniors? As we age, our metabolism slows, and weight becomes harder to manage. The monounsaturated fats in macadamia nuts help improve insulin sensitivity and may reduce belly fat accumulation. Research shows these fats can help regulate blood sugar levels and reduce risk of metabolic syndrome. Robert stores his nuts in the refrigerator to prevent the healthy oils from going rancid. Macadamia nuts can last up to 6 months in the freezer, making them a convenient daily health habit. The key is consistency over quantity. Robert's 10 daily nuts provide more concentrated monounsaturated fats than a tablespoon of olive oil, plus essential minerals and antioxidants that work together to protect his cardiovascular system and support healthy aging. Coming up next, we'll explore a seed that's been a beloved American tradition since baseball began. 5. The sunshine snack, sunflower seeds. Picture this scene from any American baseball stadium. Bottom of the 7th inning, 2 outs, and veteran shortstop Mike is rhythmically cracking sunflower seeds in the dugout. At 67, this retired high school coach never made it to the majors, but his love for baseball's favorite snack has become something much more important: his daily dose of cancer-fighting nutrition. Mike learned about sunflower seeds the way most Americans do, through baseball culture. From Hall of Famers like Reggie Jackson to today's stars, players have been cracking these striped shells since the 1950s. What started as a healthy alternative to chewing tobacco has become one of America's most beloved sporting traditions. But here's what Mike discovered when his doctor recommended more antioxidants in his diet. Those humble sunflower seeds he'd been eating for decades pack a powerful nutritional punch that rivals expensive supplements. Sunflower seeds are especially high in vitamin E and selenium, 2 nutrients that function as antioxidants to protect your body's cells against free radical damage. The vitamin E content is remarkable, about 7.4 milligrams per ounce, which is nearly half your daily requirement. Studies show that getting enough vitamin E from dietary sources may be protective against several types of cancer, including breast cancer. The selenium content is equally impressive. This trace mineral aids in DNA repair and helps detox the body of harmful, damaged cells. Selenium helps stop the proliferation of cancer cells and stalls tumor growth through apoptosis, the body's natural process of destroying damaged cells, including those found in cancerous tumors. Mike's routine is simple but effective. Every morning, he measures out exactly 1 ounce of whole sunflower seeds, about 3 tablespoons, into a small container. This provides his daily dose of vitamin E and selenium without excess calories or salt that can come with flavored varieties. Why whole seeds? At his age, Mike prefers the convenience and knows he's getting consistent nutrition without the work of cracking shells. He sprinkles them on his morning oatmeal, tosses them into salads, or simply eats them as an afternoon snack. The folate content in sunflower seeds offers additional heart protection. This B vitamin helps lower homocysteine levels in the blood, reducing risk of cardiovascular disease, crucial for seniors who want to stay active and independent. Here's what makes sunflower seeds particularly smart for aging Americans. They're rich in magnesium, which helps maintain healthy blood pressure and supports bone strength. The protein content, about 6 grams per ounce, helps preserve muscle mass that naturally declines with age. Unlike expensive antioxidant supplements, sunflower seeds provide these nutrients in their natural form, which your body absorbs more effectively. Coming up next, we'll rediscover an ancient grain that once fed America's pioneers. 6. The forgotten superfood. Millet. In a small farmhouse kitchen in Iowa, 71-year-old Martha was cleaning out her late grandmother's recipe box when she found a yellowed card labeled Granny's Morning Millet Porridge, 1935. Martha had never heard of millet, but something about her grandmother's careful handwriting made her curious. That curiosity led to a discovery that would transform both her health and her understanding of America's forgotten heritage grain. You see, millet isn't foreign at all. For thousands of years, it sustained civilizations worldwide, and it was even cultivated by America's early settlers. The Bible mentions it, ancient texts from Greece and Rome praise it, and it once fed pioneers crossing the American frontier. But somewhere along the way, we forgot about this nutritional powerhouse in favor of more processed alternatives. Today, millet ranks as the 6th most important cereal grain globally, yet most Americans only encounter it as birdseed. That's a tragedy, because this humble grain contains compounds that could significantly impact senior health. Research reveals that millet contains extraordinary levels of polyphenols, up to 120 milligrams per 100 grams. These antioxidants have been shown to offer antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and anti-cancer properties. Studies specifically indicate that foxtail millet displays profound inhibitory effects on the growth of human colon cancer cells while leaving normal colon cells unharmed. The magnesium content is equally impressive. With approximately 114 milligrams per 100 grams, millet provides substantial support for cardiovascular health. Magnesium helps relax blood vessel muscles, promotes better circulation, and reduces strain on the heart, crucial benefits for seniors managing blood pressure naturally. Martha started simple. She found pearl millet at her local health food store and began making her grandmother's porridge recipe twice a week. The nutty, mild flavor reminded her of cream of wheat, but with far superior nutrition. 1 cup of cooked millet provides 6 grams of protein, significant B vitamins, and enough fiber to support digestive health. Here's what makes millet particularly valuable for seniors. Unlike quinoa, which can cost $6 to $8 per pound, millet typically costs under $3 per pound while delivering comparable nutrition. It's also naturally gluten-free, making it perfect for those with sensitivities, and it has a low glycemic index that won't spike blood sugar levels. Martha's preparation method is beautifully simple. She toasts 1 cup of millet in a dry pan for 3 to 4 minutes until it smells nutty, then adds 2.5 cups water and a pinch of salt. After bringing it to a boil, she reduces heat and simmers covered for 20 minutes. The result is fluffy, versatile grain that can be used like rice, quinoa, or oats. She adds millet to soups for extra nutrition, uses it as a base for grain bowls with vegetables, or simply enjoys it as morning porridge with berries and a drizzle of honey. Those are your 6 cancer-fighting seeds, each offering unique protection while fitting easily into daily American life. These 6 seeds, almonds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, macadamia nuts, sunflower seeds, and millet, aren't magic bullets, but they're nature's affordable insurance policy. Start small, stay consistent, and give your body the tools it needs to stay strong. Your future self will thank you for beginning today.